Hello. So, I am finally in Amsterdam, and it is awesome. Um, I got here 2 days ago, 2.5 days ago now, and basically all I've been doing is orientation stuff. The first 2 days were CIE, the program that I'm like with, and then today was ISN, International Students Network. So I mean, I haven't done many touristy things or many like eventful things, but it's been really fun. And I've met some crazy people, like crazy in the good way. Um, but it's just been crazy meeting all these new people from around the world. Um, First, let me show you guys my room. I live on Plantage Malderach. No, that is actually the right way to say it. It sounds wrong, but it's actually right. And this is my room. See, that's my bookshelf. That's my bed. It's kind of big, actually. It's quite big for just a single. And I know the walls are bare, but I'm gonna put my posters up soon, so it'll be better. And I guess that's my balcony. It's not very big, and that would be a canal, right? So that's right. I have a view of a canal, which is pretty sick. So I guess let me start by talking about my flight and how how it went. Usually, you hear horror stories about international flights getting delayed or getting postponed or whatever. And I thought it was going to be one of those situations for me because when I left New York, it was pouring rain. I thought that my plane was going to get delayed for sure. But the plane took off in the rain and it went really smooth. I gotta give a lot of credit to British Airways because it was like a really smooth, on time. The service was awesome. So good job, British Airways. While I was on the plane, I watched In Bruges with Colin Farrell. Oops. Um, Good movie. It was really good. I thought it was gonna be like a comedy. It's like very dark, much darker than I thought it was gonna be, but still good. Um, I know most people say you should get sleep when you're on a plane, when you're on like a flight like that. Well, they are absolutely right. You need to get sleep. I didn't. I got an hour at most, and I'm still exhausted. Like I'm facing jet lag pretty bad. Um, and the fact that I didn't get a lot of sleep on the plane definitely didn't help. So I came in and oh, I had to meet up with the CIEE people at the Schiphol, the airport in Amsterdam, at 11, right? And my plane was scheduled to land from London to Amsterdam at 10:40. So we are taxiing on the runway in London, and I'm looking at my watch like every 2 seconds, hoping that this plane will, take off already. So I'm already like a nervous wreck because if I don't make this pickup, then I have to take public transportation into the city, which like I definitely didn't want to do with my huge bag or whatever. So I was freaking out. We land like right on time. Like we were up in the air for maybe 10, 15 minutes before the pilot comes on and says that we have to prepare for arrival. It was crazy, crazy fast. So we get there on time. I whiz through the terminal. I cut in line at customs. I like my bag is one of the first ones out. The bag that I checked, and sure enough, I made it at like 11:05 or so. I made it to see to the pickup spot, but it was like a nerve wracking like 2 hours when I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. But I made it, and since then, it's just been orientation. It's just a lot of paperwork. I have like this much of paperwork just stacked on my desk. stuff that I have to read or just skim through. Um, but after like a few days, it'll be over. I'll have like 3 free days, so I'll probably just do it then. I'll just like take like 2 or 3 hours and just read it all. Um, so some of my first impressions of Amsterdam. It is awesome. Like I can't even describe. It's just so chill. Everyone is so relaxed. I mean, yeah, it rains a lot. That's a problem. I like the rain, but it rains all the time. It is never not cloudy. There's always clouds and there's always rain. But you know, whatever, deal with it. Um, but besides that, like it's it's really cosmopolitan, and there's so many ways to have a good time here. Like I can tell just from like walking around my neighborhood, which is pretty central. Pretty central. I'm kind of in the former Jewish ghetto of Amsterdam, so it's just a really awesome neighborhood and beautiful. The thing about Amsterdam, it's like no matter what time of day, no matter where you are, you can take a picture of like something and it'll be really good. Like the architecture is just like it's awesome. So my advice is if you haven't been to Amsterdam, come to Amsterdam. And if you have been to Amsterdam, come back to Amsterdam because it's awesome. Um, another problem is biking. The transportation is just it's Amsterdam is big for too big for um, like walking everywhere, but it is too small for like getting a car and driving around. So everyone bikes, which is fine, except that I just learned how to bike. Um, for those of you who know me personally, uh, yeah, I always say like I don't know how to ride a bike. I learned like last month, but it's like learning on the job. It's crazy biking here. You have to worry about mopeds and trams and cars and people and other bikers. Freaks me out. I got this. This is the result of biking in Amsterdam. Anyway, so but besides the rain and besides the incredibly stressful biking, this place is great. I think it's got everything for like it's got something for everybody. Those are just like the first impressions that I have. Clearly, I need to do more specific things. Um, like once I settle in, once I like get my core group of friends here, because I'm just like meeting new people every day. Um, then I'll really start to get more specific about like what I'm doing and what's going on. But for now, I've just been sitting around and listening to people talk and just meeting new people, meeting people from around the world. So I'm having a really good time. Uh, Definitely come out here. This city is awesome. I'm telling you, it's so beautiful. And also for the people that know me on the East Coast, I heard about your earthquake, and like, I'm glad that it wasn't too bad. No one got hurt or anything, but I wish I was. I kind of part of me wishes I was there for that, just to see how it felt. But oh well. Anyway, so I'll talk to you soon, and subscribe again if you haven't. And all right, take care, guys.